Hello everybody and welcome to a bonus ReeVlog because I'm a bloody idiot and so's the university. Basically, I have to hand in some coursework. It's formative coursework which leads up to a summative piece where I have to amalgamate it all. Yeah, I have to hand it in, paper copy, every week in my seminar. So, I was going into uni today. I missed one lecture because I was just but yeah, I was going in, it was going to be wonderful, and yeah, it wasn't in the end because I got, what, like maybe a third of the way there, and then I was like, oh wait, don't have it printed out yet, don't have a printer at the house, got to go to the library to print it. To get in the library I need a campus card, but I don't because I can just tell them my number, which I don't remember but I have saved on my phone. But I can't do that because you need your campus card to be able to print stuff off in the library. So I'm gonna miss this next lecture so that I can print the coursework during the seminar, meaning it's going to be harder for me to do the coursework for next week, because this lecture is about the stuff I need to write about in my coursework during next week on the seminar. Why can't we just email it in? Well, I don't know. Perhaps because that would be too convenient, useful, efficient. Or, you know, why can't we just hand it in at a different time? Or maybe it could be useful if, rather than having to have your campus card to use the printer, you just log in with your university details that you use to log in on the computers, which you use to try and print things. I don't know. So that aside, because, like, I now don't have to be in for an hour later than I did previously, I'm going to put my phone back on charge when I get back in to the house. And probably drink some of the many water I brought with me. Many water? Much water? Some of the great deal of water that I brought with me. Still no horses, by the way. I'm pretty sure they've been put away wherever it is they get put in their stables for winter. Ooh, that's nice. I need to go sit by the river at some point. It'll be wonderful. But yeah, I've got Dungeons and Dragons on the brain, man. Oh, I've made so many characters. I don't remember if I mentioned this like yesterday or whatever, but every Friday I do a Dungeons and Dragons session where I am but a humble player, and it's with an experienced dungeon master, and it's amazing, and he's great. Like 10 out of 10 dungeon master would play again, and I will this Friday. He was my first dungeon master, and like, he's great. But my character, sadly, who I've been playing with since the start, has really low constitution, which means he's really easy to, like, get downed. So he already had a death saving throw. Recently he caught the plague, and got another death saving throw from that. So he's got one left, and then he dies. But, you see, he's not that smart. He's very wise, but not that smart. So he was like, okay, so fire kills things, plague is bad, I'll kill it with fire, because he's a tiefling, so he has the thaumaturgy cantrip. So he's literally been burning buboes off of himself, which probably doesn't help, and he's going to be horribly scarred by the end of it. But he, yeah, he's not best pleased. He's kind of worried at the moment, and some people were going to blindfold him and take him into their city, so he didn't know where it was. But he was like, nope! So he set fire to the thing. And then they were like, what? And he was like, bluffed, like, I'm a tiefling, if you put these things on me, they just set fire. It's not good. So then, then they just tried again, and it set on fire. So they just hit him. They tried to hit him with some clubs, and he was like, well, no, screw that. Because he's a monk, burn a key point to disengage, so they can't get an attack of opportunity while he runs away. And then fucking run, double dash out of there. full pelt it. And yeah, basically he's running away from an elven kingdom, which is situated either in or on the outskirts of a human kingdom. And in that human kingdom, he's already a wanted outlaw for multiple crimes, though they were just to try and help the people to start with. So yeah, and he has the plague. Thankfully he has a skiff, a gith skiff, which he can use to like fly around real fast and all that, which I'm sure he'll be proficient in by the time he comes back, because I spoke with the DM and he said he doesn't have to leave, it's fine. And I was like, no, he would leave, that's just what his character would do, I'll make a new one. I've given the DM an outline of what I want him to do, and we'll probably have a more in-depth conversation about that at some point. But yeah, I made a bunch of characters for my new substitute for my previous Prue and Scald, who I've now incorporated in my other game that I'm DMing, just so the character can continue being played, because I love that guy, man. He's great. But yes, the yeah, our party did consist of my monk, then there is a ranger, a wizard, a bard, a barbarian, and a cleric. And obviously, bards are most fun if they are the only bard. So I did message the bard, because bard is my second favourite class, and they were like, I'd prefer it if you didn't, but if you do, then fair enough. I was like, yeah, I get that, I won't make a bard. So, kept going, and ended up making a bard, who I made before I asked, just in case. But I asked, made them, then they replied. So I made bard, I made a barbarian, to contrast the other barbarian, but I figured, no, one barbarian's probably enough. Like, because their barbarian's like 7 foot tall, I was going to make a gnome. 8 foot tall even, my bad. But yeah, I was going to make a gnome. Then I made a sorcerer, an evil sorcerer, who would have been fun to play, but it's too much effort, because when I go evil, I go full evil, and I probably would have TPK'd the party in their sleep. Yay. So, which the DM would not be pleased about, and I can imagine my friends in the party would also not have been very pleased about. So I also made a warlock, yeah, a celestial warlock. I made a homebrew class, the Wraith Host, which is basically Celebrimbor and Talion from the Shadow of Mordor / Shadow of War games, but they were overpowered as all hell and way too hard to control. I also have a homebrew Runewright, Warforged, who was like a gnome Warforged, so they're like dwarf size. It's brilliant, brilliant. But I feel they would be underpowered and not very useful in the party. I think I made more as well, but all I know is that I ended up playing the rogue, because in Xanthar's Guide to Everything, which I don't have but I've read most of, and I need, basically there is a swashbuckler subclass, archetype, whatever you want to call it, and yes, it's pretty good, because the character's going to be level 4, because I was level 5, very close to level 6 previously. So I was like, okay, I'll just half my experience, but then I was still level 5, so I rounded down to the nearest 1,000, which took me out of level 5. And so, oh man, I'm gonna have to hurry this up, I've only got like a minute left. Basically what happened was, what it is they get the usual rogue stuff, as you would. Then at level 3 when they take it, they also get, they get to add their charisma score to their initiative. They also get to do sneak attack without anyone nearby, and one other thing that I can't remember, but I've got to go, so yes, I'll catch you cats on the flip-flop. Goodbye!